All good things must begin with the name of the Almighty. Please join in for the college prayer.
Sikh
Good morning to one and all present here. I'm extremely delighted to welcome each one of you to this 5 days power-packed online national workshop on multidimensional facets of IT. Matt Mullenweg, a social media entrepreneur, has quoted, "Technology is best when it brings people together." This is such an apt quote in current pandemic situation where technology meets education at its best. This workshop intends to introduce and give an insight on 5 different technological topics, thereby providing the participants a platform to think and go deeper in the topics of their choice. The topics covered would be cybersecurity, animation, testing, software reuse, and the current trend of blockchain. Now, I request our principal, sir, to give the welcome address. Sir.
Good morning, all of you. Most esteemed resource person of the day, Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim, Senior Cybersecurity Consultant, Triple M Infotech. My dear Head of the Department in charge, Dr. Ravia, Mrs. Ravia, and the Organizing Secretaries, Mrs. J. Ellen Selvi, Dr. Dolly Moria, and Mrs. Arloli, and all my colleagues who are now attending this program. I'm happy to be a part in this because earlier it has been fixed on at 11 o'clock. Now it is my convenient time. I don't know who has changed, but I am very convenient now because even now also there are 4 or 5 meetings are going on parallelly. But I found that time very good. 11:30. This is the very apt time. And the arrangement of this, the 5-day long program, wonderful. Really, the topics chosen by the department is really wonderful. Every day, one topic, and that too, the special topics that cyber security is the need of the hour. Even in our college itself, students are coming with the fake IDs. They are giving problem through email. They are giving problem through WhatsApp, like that. And so, Professor Dr. Muhammad Ibrahim, Senior Cybersecurity Consultant, will be highlighting us all the problems which we encounter, and hope that this day will be useful day for all of us who are all involved in IT. and I'm very happy in inviting him, welcoming him for the day. Sir, hearty welcome to you, sir, on behalf of Guru Nanak College, sir, online program. And once again, I welcome all my colleagues and all the student participants and scholars who are all participating in this Google Meet and also in the YouTube. Yeah, hearty welcome to one and all present here. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity given. And my best wishes to the organizers, organizing secretaries, and also to the department, Mrs. Ravia, for arranging a week-long program. Wonderful, really. The topics are very, very wonderful, very nice. Even the blockchain. This is the order of the day. Many people say blockchain, blockchain. Now we have brought it in the form of a webinar. Very nice. And also the another topic is quality engineering and assurance in IT industry. These are all very favorite topics and hot topics of the day. So I wish the department abundantly for arranging a wonderful program. Once again, I welcome one and all for this wonderful morning of national webinar. Thank you. Workshop or webinar, whatever it is. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity given.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the encouragement as always. You have always motivated us to do good and proceed further. I now welcome the head of the department, Ravia ma'am, to introduce our speaker of the day.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here for the workshop. We, the Department of BA, heartily welcome you to your first day national workshop on multidimensional facets of IT. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to our beloved principal, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, for his enormous support in organizing this event. I find immense pleasure to introduce our speaker of the day, Dr. Mohammed Ibrahim, Senior Cybersecurity Consultant. I would like to emphasize his mission. His mission is to create 1 million cybersecurity professionals around the world. He is having a 20 years of experience in networking, firewall, cybersecurity, virtualization, and cloud platform. And he has worked with many giant vendors, Cisco, Juniper, Huawei, IBM, HP, and VMware, and Bluetooth. And he has secured so many certificates, Cisco Certified Internet Work, and Certified Information Security Manager, and VMware Certified Implementation Expert, Fortune Network Security Associate, Blue Coat Certificate Proxy Professional, Huawei Certified Network Associate, Juniper Network Certificate Internet Specialist Enterprise Routing, IBM Tivoli Certified Consultant, Net App Certified Storage Associate, and Cisco Certified Design Expert. And he is an experience in distinct sectors like telecom, ISP sector, banking sector, and retail and some other sectors. And it has and he is a global exposure. Visited various countries like USA, Germany, Italy, London, France, Netherlands, Qatar, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, Sri Lanka, Malaysia, Singapore, regarding various projects, network projects, international conference and training. So really, we welcome you, sir. So this session is very useful for us. Once again, invite all staff members and students of other college and Guru Nanak. Welcome you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the introduction. Now, I hand over the portal to sir. Sir, you can start your presentation, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for introducing, and thanks for the warm welcome. Let me just get into the screen right away. It's taking much time. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. It is indeed a great honor for me to present uh, and a topic which is very important for everyone, that is about cybersecurity, and that too a college like Guru Nanak College, which has very great track record on the academy side, and also trained a lot of students in IT and other fields for the last many years. In fact, before I joined this, I was just sharing my flyer with in my LinkedIn profile, and one of the senior director of the company, he replied to me saying that, "Oh, that is my college." He was very happy to see that I am giving a presentation on and Guru Nanak. He said I was a world student, and I'm very happy to see that it has more than 6,000 students and so many faculties and so many departments. So he was just wishing that all the best. So it shows that Guru Nanak College has already reached, and your students are in your alumni are in top position across the world. That's something which is a good news, and I'm very happy and proud to be a part of this wonderful college to present this cybersecurity webinar. In fact, it is a 5-day national level power-backed workshop, and my topic is going to be about the importance of building a career in cybersecurity. And I also hope the other speakers who are going to talk in the coming days will deliver one of the best speech and enlighten all the students with their particular topic. So what are we going to cover today? We will be talking about importance of cybersecurity and cybersecurity career roadmap, especially what kind of career you can take and how cybersecurity as an enabler can help you. If you look at the current trend and challenges, we are all moving into Industry 4.0, transformation. So how cybersecurity is going to play an important role in that, that's what I want to highlight here. And also there are multiple career options which you can choose as a cybersecurity engineer. And also skill required if you are getting hired, if you want to get placed. Now, what are the skills other than technical skills the HR manager or MNC is looking for as a fresher in the job market? And we also talk about why the HR managers are hiring, and then role of cybersecurity engineer in post-COVID-19. So this is the main agenda and main topic which we'll be covering. But we will be covering, the order will be slightly changed as we progress. So let us talk about the importance of cybersecurity.
Excuse me, sir. Before you start off, can the volume be increased a little more, sir?
Yeah. Is it okay now? Better?
Yes, much better, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
great. Thank you. So the importance of cybersecurity, as we know that COVID-19 has dramatically changed the cybersecurity. Not only cybersecurity, that the entire world has changed because of this pandemic. And same way, cybersecurity also has changed because of this pandemic. In just a single month, the world became far more digitally connected. Is it not? We started doing lessons online. We started, connecting to e-commerce sites. We have started doing online shopping for our food. Even now, we are consulting doctors using online. But when we talk about digitally connected, that also brings another challenge, which is we are exposed to the internet, we are exposed to the digital world. That means we are vulnerable than ever. Because there are cyber criminals, there are hackers who are looking for an opportunity to exploit. So businesses which are relying on digital services, mainly to maintain their supply chain for essentials, while they are minimizing the social conduct. That's what we have witnessed in the last, almost 1.5 years now. It's almost going to be 2 years. So a new era for cybersecurity, the way cybersecurity has been looked before and after pandemic has completely changed. The pandemic has ushered a new era where security professionals who rise their game and protect their company's people. They protect the technology and data from new as well as emerging risk of from these sophisticated cyber criminals and hackers. And that's going to be very important, and it is crucial for the economical turnout. When I talk about this word, these words are very important because next two slides, I'm going to talk about what the Reserve Bank of India, the Governor of Reserve Bank of India, is talking about economical turnaround and cyber security. So cyber security has become such an important topic because of this pandemic and because of this Industry 4.0 that has changed everybody's perspective, everybody's focus. So unless until we understand the importance of it, then we will not get into, or we will not be starting our career, we will not be focusing why should I start my career in cybersecurity. That's why I want all of you to understand the importance of cyber security, especially at this era. So let me give two major news. This is on July 1st, 2021. It's not long ago. It just happened, last week. Am I right? This week, in fact, July 1st, 2021. This is the news from Economic Times, India Times. So where the Reserve Bank Governor Saktikanda Das, he said, the second wave of pandemic took a grievous toll on India, but the tended economic activity has started recovering from late May. This is what he said. And one of the major things he said, in a first, Das flagged the rising data breaches and cyber attacks as a risk facing the economy, along with others like firming global commodity prices. So when we talk about economy, the Reserve Bank governor, his first headline is talking about data breaches and cyber attack. But what do we infer from this? Cybersecurity is not a subject of technology, is not a subject of engineers, it is a subject of Reserve Bank of Governor of Reserve Bank of India. That's something which should open up our mind. It's beyond a technology, it's talking about the country's economy. So if you are going to be part of this force of cybersecurity professionals, that means you are strengthening India's economy. That's how I take it myself. Being a cybersecurity professional, I am helping my country to protect from cyber attack, cyber criminals, and strengthen my country's economy and and medical infrastructure and other critical infrastructure. And that is an importance of cybersecurity. So I want to open up a different mindset. Being cybersecurity talk as in a technical forum, as is a technology, is a concept. No, it's more than that. It is the livelihood of a country, because the economy, again, it's one of the integrated part of an economy is data breaches and cyber attacks, and cyber security has to play a role. So are we just talking about India when we tell that, okay, we have the problem in India? No, let us have another incident. It happened yesterday. You can just go and browse. It's happened yesterday, one day before, in BBC News. There are more than 500 cooperative supermarket stores in Sweden have been forced to close due to an ongoing colossal cyber attack that is affecting organizations across the world. It has also affected more than 200 organizations in the United States of America. What is that colossal? It is a ransomware attack. So it has brought the entire, the supply chain, food chain industry in standstill. This is the yesterday news. I've shared the link reference so that you can very well go and check. You can Google it. That means it's talking about a cyber security can even stop our food supply. That's something which is very important for all of us, is it not? So what we are talking about, what is the connection between cyber security, food supply, medical, and the economy? That's what I want to open up. I want to start my webinar with such kind of questions, such kind of eye-opening questions that cybersecurity importance is far beyond as a technology, as a firewall, as a VPN, than it's impacting our day-to-day life. So let us get into a small statistics about what happened in 2020. They said India become favorite destination for cyber criminals amid COVID-19. So I took a statistics from one of the cybersecurity vendor, which is Kaspersky. Their telemetry means they collected information from across the internet. They want to know what's happening around. So they said, I'm talking about the last year, March 2020, when the lockdown has been announced. They said the brute force attack, as principal, rightly mentioned, that students come, they get into wireless, they hack password, they try to access something, they try to do attack. So they said same thing when lockdown happened, the brute force attack against remote desktop, has jumped from 93.1 million worldwide in February 2022 to 277, almost 190, 200% increase. What do you mean by brute force attack? It is something, most of us, what happened because of pandemic, we all started working from home. Is it not? Most of us are working from the home. I hope my slide is visible in the YouTube. I want to just make sure somebody is complaining that my slides are not visible. Is it okay?
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Okay, great. Even in the YouTube link, right?
Yeah, it is there, sir.
Okay. I hope my slide is visible. Great. So the whole idea of the attack has been jumped 200%, which shows that when we started working from home, for example, staffs and teachers have started working remotely. They started, for example, trying to work from home and deliver the lessons through online. Most of the MNCs, they moved the workforce to home. The doctors have started working from home. What happened? They have to remotely connect. One of the major protocol used in Microsoft is called RDP, Remote Desktop Protocol. So what has happened? This Remote Desktop Protocol has changed, that has become a target for the cyber criminals. They started attacking so that they can take as much information possible. That's what has been seen. I think my screen in YouTube, it's still, I will start changing. Maybe can you check that? Let me stop and share again if possible. Just 1 second. Because in YouTube it's saying that it's showing the same link. Hope it has changed now. Is it okay, ma'am, now?
Yes, sir, visible, sir.
Okay, fine. So let us see some of the cybersecurity statistics. As I said, India has become a target for cyber criminals amid COVID-19. They're saying that almost more than 409 million attacks worldwide in November 2020. And India recorded in July 2020 almost 4.5 million attacks. And some of the data breaches, just I want to give a highlight what has happened with our data. How many of you have used Big Basket to order your online grocery for the home? Can you just use the chat box and type yes, no, or give a thumbs up? How many of you have used Big Basket? I just want to see randomly. Can you enable chat box just to see that let it be interactive? So, how many of you have used Big Basket which is available for uh, online ordering of your grocery. Yeah, some of you are responding. It's good. Okay. So what happened? There are more than 20 million. I'm talking about information. 20 million personal information from big basket has been leaked with the data breach. It includes your personal information, address, IP address, etc., and is available in the dark net for $40,000 sales. That is something which is really alarming. Not only that, even the Airtel information has been leaked, and almost 2.5 million database or data is available on sale in darknet, and bitcoins worth of $3,500. And many of us using UN Academy, where they have again stolen 22 million database. So we are using for paying like Just Pay, right? Like any other PayPal or any other online. So they are saying that 35 million credit card and your debit card details was stolen and available just in the black market for $5,000. So what does it mean? It is really alarming, right? Sometimes we think that, so we are using a very standard secured connection, HTTPS, we are doing everything with OTP, we are now having a VPN, but still, how come they are able to steal this information? It's not, I'm telling, this is the news report, you can go and search. businessstandard.com article, they have given how this India has become a favorite destination for cyber attack and cyber criminals. So this gives an important awareness and the need for creating more cyber security professionals. So one of the major challenge for organization, even the government, the business continuity has become a mandate. If you are moving the workforce to online, if you are asking them to attend and do business using the digital tool, then you need to also make sure that business is as usual. And one of the challenges, security transformation. If you are doing digital transformation, you should also make sure you are doing the security transformation so that the infrastructure which is used for digital transformation is completely protected. So after COVID-19, these are the challenges. Some organizations will need to move to new operating models, and even some companies have to completely reset their security system to ensure there are no outliers. And also, corporate IT security architects should be reassessed, and also update on the remote access, because most of the companies now moving. For example, I think last month, many of the MNCs announced work from home policy. Maybe it will continue for next 1 year. Like TCS, Wipro, Infosys, they are asking the workforce to pack up their office equipment and work from home remotely. That means even if you are going through remote access or bring your own devices to the offices, we need to make sure the proper security policies are in place. And also we need to adopt or deploy advanced technologies like artificial intelligence in cybersecurity. So again, this shows there is a great opportunity for cybersecurity professionals. So if you are attending this webinar and if you want to become cybersecurity professionals, and I can confidently tell you that you are in the right program. Okay, so that's my prelude of this entire webinar. Let me get into the subject. I hope the last 10 minutes of my presentations have opened up your eyes. Cybersecurity is more than a technology, it's about our life. Is it not? I hope you agree that. So if you agree on that, let me get into another important topic, which is called Industry 4.0 and why cybersecurity is important for this Industry 4.0. So as an industrial evolution from 17th century, we were doing mechanical manufacturing. We moved into 18th century with mass production of electric powered machines, and massive and producing in massive quantities. And industry 3.0 is about IT automation, and industry 4.0 is about cyber physical system. We talk about AI, machine learning, deep learning, robots and drones and IoT, where it is making important decision in the industry. That is an industrial evolution which is happening. So what are the design pillars they are using for industry 4.0? It's given as a name for the current trend of automation and data exchange in manufacturing technologies. So now you can see that how IT is impacting the manufacturing industry, being a production, being any industry you're talking about, car manufacturing, maybe medical manufacturing, or research centers, anything you name it. Now they are getting into automation. Right? That's what we call cyber physical system, Internet of Things, cloud computing, and cognitive computing, and that is creating something called the end output is what is called smart factories. The previous traditional factories now is converted into smart factories with the inclusion of IT and automation. So what is the main principle? They want to have interoperability, they want to have virtualization, they also want to have decentralized operation, and also real-time capability, service orientation, modularity. These are some of the main key pillars of Industry 4.0 design principle. So what are the technological pillars if you want to get into smart factories, smart cities, smart home? These are the topics we are talking about. India is heavily investing on smart cities concept, and now we are also getting into smart factories concept. Many of the industry are getting into smart factories. So what are the technology required? We talked about cloud, mobile, machine to machine, 3D printing, robotics. If you go and search Amazon, there 80% of the workforce in the stores and production centers are no more human beings, they are robots. And almost 2 weeks back, there is an article, they said more than, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 million job cuts will be there in India because they are going to go through robotic process automation. That is going to replace the workforce which is used for business process automation, repetitive jobs. We don't require any human beings, the robots is going to do. RPA is going to do it. So Infosys, Wipro and leading MNCs are already planning to cut their workforce and replace with RPA, robotic process automation. And big data and analytics, which is helping the industry to take decisions. IoT, RFID technologies, cognitive computing, and cybersecurity. So we talk about all the technologies and pillars. So you should know why I'm talking about that, Industry 4.0. So what is happening? I want to develop my country. So I'm talking not about as a technology. I'm talking about if India has to become one of the superpowers in the world, and we need to project India as a strong economy, that means we need to have a sustainable outcome in terms of economic, in terms of process automation and safety, and not to forget the environmental protection. We don't want to have carbon emission. We want to make sure zero carbon-free environment, right? We don't want to pollute our air and land and water with the as a byproduct of industry revolutions, industry evolutions. So if we have to create a sustainable outcome and grow as a country, then we need to integrate the process, human-machine collaboration, software equipment integrations, and for that we need Industry 4.0 technology, which we talked about, IoT, cloud, augmented reality, and robotic systems. So if India has to become one of the superpower and we have to become top in economy, without adopting this industry change, without embracing this Industry 4.0 technologies, we cannot achieve. That's why government has released a lot of initiatives, Government of India, and start working on those initiatives. And one of the main pillar or the core component is cybersecurity. If you look at here, IoT, big data is technology. Cyber security is required for all. If you want to work on robot, I need to make sure robotics is not hacked. IoT is not hacked by hackers. Your data big data should not be having any data breach. Am I right? So everywhere we want to make sure that the data is protected, and that can be only done by cyber security. So cyber security is touching everywhere. Do you understand that importance of cyber security? So I call it, maybe you will say IoT, robotics, yeah, AI is core, but I always consider, or the industry considers, cyber security is enabler. It's something, a foundation for any technology you talk about. Its importance is being driven by global business environment becoming increasingly interconnected and relying on data and digital technology. So oil and gas, food, mining, medical, advanced manufacturing, you name it, cybersecurity is becoming a foundation. Without cybersecurity, your business is at risk. That is something which we all need to understand and feel that importance of cybersecurity. I hope I also open up a different perspective of the importance and how cybersecurity is an enabler for Industry 4.0, thereby helping the Indian economy and to become India's strong country. With that, let me get into the next topic in my webinar, in my presentation. That is to talk about cybersecurity career roadmap. How you can use cybersecurity, what are the options available. So most of you may be excited that, sir, I want to get into it. So how I can build my career? What should I do as a college student, as a university student, or someone who is a fresh graduate, or even I'm working in a different industry because of the recession, I lost my job. Can I switch over to cybersecurity? So what are the options? Let me get into that main topic which you are expecting. But if I just jump into that, you will not understand without giving that need and importance for cybersecurity. Is it not? So let us talk about the cybersecurity career roadmap. So successful hiring manager, they are saying that mostly 113%, they are saying mostly they like to recruit their own candidates. That means from their own company. 58%, they are saying that more likely to screen their own candidates. And they are saying 33% more likely to use projects during evaluation period. So even if you're getting hired, they will try to make sure that you are in probation, you have been given some kind of project work to judge your ability to execute or perform on a particular project. Then they will be able to tell whether you are going to fit into the job market or not, or fit into the job profile. So this is why I'm giving this as a picture here, because if you don't know what the successful hiring manager is looking for, you will not be able to prepare yourself for the job. Maybe I'm doing a lot of certification, I'm attending a lot of training, I'm downloading a lot of certificates from Udemy, because now, from COVID-19, people are coming with bags of certification. They are attending a lot of conference and they have hundreds of certificates. Because every webinar you attend, they say download the free certificate. But does it make sure I am eligible for the job? That is what the successful hiring managers are looking for? The statistics shows different, right? So they are looking at project evaluation. That means you really need to prepare. So let us understand the global cybersecurity market. North America and APAC regions, they are saying that it is growing at 12.6%. It's almost 120 billion, approximately $120 billion market size. 120 billion is very huge, the global market. And Asia Pacific, we are talking about 12.6% growth rate. So you are getting into the market which is growing, right? So growth of cybersecurity product and services. We look at India, the cybersecurity product market in India, it has grown from 1,029 million to 1,649 million within last 2 years. They are expected to 2022, it will be almost, you can say, almost double the growth. Am I right? Security testing and incident response, as cybersecurity as a service like SOC, penetration testing as a consultation. They're talking about almost 949 million to 1,410 million. This we're talking about million in USD, not in Indian rupees. And also we talk about industry, about food, IT, and other government. They're saying top 3 sectors with the largest market share in cybersecurity expenditure in India. So if you're looking for job, these are the major sectors which is hiring cybersecurity professionals. So that's going to be almost 3,000 million, job available or opportunities, 3,000 million market size. These sectors are going to have the 3 major sectors: BFSI, IT, ITS, and government sectors. So this also gives us a confidence. Why should I, get into cybersecurity? So what is the career roadmap, and how I can put a roadmap to be a cybersecurity career? These are the steps I recommend to follow. First of all, you need to take a college or technical class as what you are doing right now, and read in cybersecurity dailies. What's happening, and get into hands-on experience through some kind of a training program, coaching, or mentorship, or even there are online labs available. Then earn some industry certificates, and also volunteer in some of the projects and technologies, and also join cybersecurity professional groups. There are many groups available. So here I'm going to also help you. Once you attend the webinars, maybe I can take the information from the college management, then I can share. There are so many free certification available. There are so many free cybersecurity group available, which I can help you to enroll. That is what I want to do. You don't have to pay a single rupees to get the knowledge in cybersecurity. Because many times people come and say, you take this course, you do that, you pay thousands of dollars. No, before you get into that, to get into paid course, at least you have a lot of free courses available, free forums which is helping you. So I will share those information with the college management. So whoever is interested, you can all join that. So that is a roadmap to cybersecurity. So simple step, 3 steps. You have any undergraduate degree and get into certification and try to get into some kind of experience, minimum 6 months, 1 year, maybe put kind of a project work, go on appendix, go on intensive program, work as a fresher, try to learn and use that in your CV so that you can get into jobs. So let me give one sample. How to become an information security analyst. First thing, choose a career path, attend a degree or boot camp, and refine your technical skills. You know what is there in the market, try to refine and create your portfolio, your CV, and build your technical resume and apply in job portals. There are so many job portals which is giving, and then prepare for technical reviews. There are many forums tells you what are the expected interview questions. Now, what are the practical exam they will give, where you can practice that. So everything is available. Only thing is somebody need to guide you, right? That's what is required. This is the time. So let us get into the last, not but the least subject. What are the different career options? Sir, you told me I want to get into the cybersecurity. Okay, I will get a career, do a certification, get into some experience, is fine. But what are the courses and options available? So this is the career option. So once you enter into cyber security, you can start from entry level, mid level, and senior management level. So it's like a ever-growing field. So if you are going to start as a fresher, you get into entry. After 2-3 years or 4 years, you get into mid level, and maybe after 6-8 years, you can go to the top level in the company. So you can start as an incident responder, go as a security auditor, and you can become chief information officer of a security officer of a company. It's like CEO or CTO or CFO. There is also a position called CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. This is senior most post in a lot of MNCs, and they are getting paid like 60 to 70 lakhs per annum. I'm not exaggerating. Go and search in Google. The top-notch security professionals and senior management, their salary is not less than 5 to 6 lakhs per month. That's Not in US, I'm talking about India. The entry level job is starting from 25,000 to 40,000. Mid level is starting from 60 to 1 lakh. That is the level of job opportunities you have. I'm just giving one example. There are so many cybersecurity vendors available. I've been as one of the cybersecurity expert, as well as we are affiliated with EC Council, one of the world leading cybersecurity training provider. I'm also part of different cybersecurity forums, like I'm certified from Fortinet, which is one of the world leading cybersecurity company, and also Cisco, Palo Alto, and other companies. So I'm vendor neutral, but I'm just trying to give an example as one part. If you want to become build a cybersecurity career, you have something like EC Council, where they give a program only focused for college students. It's a 2 days workshop. You can get all the information, like 18 hours. As a college student, what is malware, what is cloud security, everything. It's a very, very useful, and you can also get certified from EC Council. Then you can go and practice and get into apply for a job. This is the basic level for college students. And when you get into a job, you can do like certified ethical hacker or forensic investigator as a fresher. And you can also become a pen tester, and also on a high level, you can become, there is a certificate for CISO, Chief Information Security Officer. So that is how the career path grows. As a college level, you can start with the very 16 hours course from a leading industry recognized EC Council for cybersecurity. Same way, you have a lot of vendors. I'm just not talking about one vendor. I'm vendor neutral. So you can go and search anyone, they will do. So please send your emails, and I will send you a lot of free certification available, so you can go and join and get your certification. Even Fortinet, I can guide you how you can, when you're coming out of a college, you also have some free certification from leading vendors across the globe. Okay? So that is where they define. The first one is defend, attack, specialize, and lead. This is a different track they have. One example from cybersecurity. And I would like to share one of the very important website, which is called cyberseek.org, pathway.html, which if you go, they will talk about what is the entry level position available, mid level and advanced level, what is the job opportunities and how much they pay, and what are the skills required. And there is another site from United States of America, which the government is creating a workforce for the cybersecurity job. So they say, if you are working in IT, what are the qualifications you should have? What are the skills you should develop? So this is another useful site which you can go and browse through. So when you click, for example, I want to become a cybersecurity auditor, it tells what are the skills the company will look. So what are the skills you should develop in your CV, in your resume, what are the courses you should study, what are the certifications you should do it. So they guide you. So this is another very useful site. I recommend all of you to go and visit these two important sites, which will help you at the end of the day. So this is the last slide, part in my slide, which is other training, career certification, job requirement. As a HR, what the skills they look for? They are not only looking for technical skills, more than that, they are looking different skills. This is a survey done by IT Security Talent Pipeline Study in 2020. They said, based on the NICE cybersecurity workforce framework, which is National Information Cybersecurity Empowerment Panel, which they are developing workforce for government and other in a private sector. It's a government initiative. So they did a survey, and they found that other than cybersecurity or technical skills, what the hiring managers, what the corporate are looking at, they are mainly looking at oral and written communication. This is something which is very important. We need to develop that. And also risk management, ethics, work ethics, how you are going to be trustworthy, confidential, integrity, your personal values and ethics, that matters for a company a lot. And interpersonal skills, how do you work as a team? How do you communicate with your higher authorities? How do you respect people? How do you put forth your problems and challenges in a proper way? And how do you do problem solving? And the most important thing is critical thinking. That's why most of the MNCs conduct something called What is the test called? Analytic skills, analytic test. All right. They not only technical, they also aptitude and analytical skills test. They do it to make sure that you are not only technically capable, you are also able to work with the complete company framework. So if you go to any job, this is very mandatory. So other than your degree, other than your technical, please make sure you have this aptitude skills, your life skills, your communication skills. That is something very important. So they did a survey. I'm just trying to project. So they say employee competency, successful companies, they are looking for problem solving and critical thinking. These are the two major things they are looking at. Problem solving, critical. Because as a technical guy, most of the time you will have bugs, you have problems, you have incidents. So the most demanding skills is solving the problem. How you are going to address that. And also critical thinking, because at the same time you will have multiple problems. So if you have that critical thinking, you will be able to give solutions to the problems. So please make sure, almost 87% they said problem solving, 83% they say critical thinking. So this is a successful hiring manager look for. So make sure this at least minimum 3 to 4 skills you are good at it. Problem, critical, risk management, war and written communication. Please make sure you have that. Okay. So the companies are looking for not only an experienced person, they are also looking for inexperienced person. This is a good news for all of you. If you are a college and fresh students, now they did a survey. Do you regularly consider inexperienced candidates for open roles? Believe me, successful filling roles, they said 58% they said yes. 58%. That means they prefer to hire an inexperienced person and train him in their technology than bringing an experienced person and training it. Because it is easy to develop a person who is inexperienced, but he has a right attitude, right skills, then I can train him with my technology. So degree and certification and indicator of success, they said 25 to 50% they said, but many of them felt that more than that your skills, other skills are required. Right? So also once they hire you, they will give you 3 months to 6 months of probation time and expose you to project works. So if you are able to do successful in your project, then they will be confirming your job. That's why most of the companies give you like 3 months or 6 months training appointment. You will be considered a trainee. During that period, they will give you train, they will give you project, they will assess you. Are you able to handle that as a project once we train? If you are able to prove yourself, then only they are going to confirm your job. So successful filling roles, they say, does your interview process include hands-on projects? They will put you on hands-on project training, then only they are going to appoint or confirm your job opportunity. So just as a conclusion, what I want to tell, hiring managers, since most of you are looking for a job, we know that the first point we talked about, the importance of cybersecurity, am I right? How pandemic have changed our perspective. We all understood that. Is it not? We talked about what governor of Reserve Bank of India, he talked about 1st of July, he had a press release and said cybersecurity is affecting the economy. That shows the importance of it, cybersecurity. And we talked about the attacks happening across the globe, ransomware attack, power grid attack, medical attack, and even starting from Big Basket to Airtel to Reserve State Bank of India, how data have been stolen and available in dark web. We talked about that. It shows that cybersecurity become very important. It's affecting our life. And also we talked about the second subject is about Industry 4.0, how IoT, big data, artificial intelligence, and 3D printing, all of drone technologies are playing a main role in smart factories, which is going to help India to become one of the world leading strong in economical factors. To become India superpower, the India economy has to grow. So Industry 4.0 adoption is a must. And one of the important pillar is cyber security as an enabler. We talked about that. third topic, we talked about the cyber security as a career roadmap. What are the different roadmap we have? How you should start building degree, some kind of a certification and exposure and experience. This is what is required. And fourth one, we talked about what are the different career options you have, starting from entry level, mid level, and top level. What are the different salary structures you have, and which website you can go and search, the required skill you need to build if you want to apply for a particular job. And finally, I talked about what hiring managers are looking for. Not just technical and education, but they are looking beyond that as a life skills, as a interpersonal skills, communications, critical thinking. These are the things which you need to develop if you want to hire in the embassies. That's what we have covered in the entire webinar. And to summarize, the hiring managers, they rely on HR for recruiting and screening candidates and actively recruit talent at industry events and conferences. So what you should do once you have to go and attend such kind of industry webinars, because now they know who has attended the webinars. That means it shows that you are interested to know what is happening in the industry other than your degree and certificate. So they go and try to recruit events and conferences. So try to attend as much as possible. They consider more indicator of success in the hiring process, such as cultural fit and performance during a hands-on technical process. So you may be good in Tamil Nadu, maybe if you are put in North India, you need to make sure that you are also adapting to their culture. So cultural fit and also how you are going to perform during the project is something which is very important for you to be successful in the job course. The third one is still they value previous experience in a similar role. They are more likely to hire inexperienced candidates and invest in employee technical skill development. That's something good news for freshers, for college students. Because sometimes we say there are a lot of openings, but only experienced people are getting hired. But please change that perspective. If you are a fresher, if you have basic certification, basic knowledge, you have a good mentor to guide you, then you have a lot of opportunities in the industry. And the industry is looking for inexperienced candidates, and they are ready to invest for your technical skill development. So with that, I would like to thank you for attending this. I hope I enlightened with my topics. And as a founder of IT Expert Training, and I've been mentoring the students for the last 15 years across globe, I am right now running a mentorship program more than 10 countries, right from Denmark, Africa, Middle East, India, Australia. People are attending, and I give this as a 1-year program because I don't believe in giving it quickly and change it. So it's a 1-year mentorship program. What I want to do as part of as a token of appreciation, I want to give for Guru Nanak College students. You can go to the site called bit.ly Guru Nanak CS. You can get this as a free course where I talk about demystifying cloud security. You can make use of that. And there is also a lot of free courses available in IT Expert Training, learning.itexperttraining.com. Talked about Python, ethical hacking, data science, and mobile app development, Android. So you have a lot of courses where you can benefit. But this bit.ly.gurunanak.cs is exclusively I have created for the students of Guru Nanak to benefit. So feel free to contact me. This is my website www.epcybersecuritymentor.com, where I am coaching students across the globe. So if you want to become coached, mentored, please visit that and you can benefit from that. And with that, I would like to thank Guru Nanak College management and Madam Rabia for giving me this opportunity. And also, I don't want to forget mentioning Dr. Halima, who has introduced me to Guru Nanak College. He is one of the co-founder of IT Expert Training. And thank you, Dr. Halima ma'am, and also Rabia ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. And I hope this session was beneficial and useful for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Yes, ma'am. Rabia ma'am, you want to say something? Please go on, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable presentation. It's very nice. it will be very useful for our students.
Thank you, sir. We have opened up for questions.
Yeah, please.
Participants, you can, on Google Meet, you can directly question, sir. People in YouTube, you can post your questions in the chat box and we will give it to sir. Is there anyone who has questions with sir? I assume, sir, your presentation, since the participants are only commenting that the presentation was very good, it was clear. Even the YouTube has chats which are saying that it was a wonderful and very informative presentation. So, sir, thank you for the crisp presentation. And yes, if we get any doubts in future, we have queries, we will revert to you. So the feedback form is in the chat box. Participants, you can fill, and I invite Mrs. Helen to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, ma'am, and thank you, Dolly, ma'am. So first of all, I thank Lord for the abundant blessings for in the initial day of this session. So I would like to thank our magnanimous management, our respected correspondent secretary, Sardar Manjit Singh Nayar. I would like to thank our principal sir, Dr. M.G. Raghunathan, for his presence and gracings in the session today. I extend my thanks to our admired Vice Principal ma'am, Dr. Rajashree, beloved Dean IT, Mrs. Nirmala Devi ma'am, and also I thank our lovable HOD in charge ma'am, Mrs. K. Ravia ma'am, for her support from the initial day we started work in the workshop preparations. A special thanks to our resource person of today's successful session, Dr. Mohammed Ibrahim sir. Thank you, sir, for your enlightening speech about every single nuances of cyber security, the need of the today's virtual era. Thank you, sir. I once again thank all my colleagues and my joint organizing secretaries for their support. Thanks, everyone, one and all present here. Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Helen, ma'am. Sir, there is someone has just tried to know that how do we join? I think if you have seen the chat, how do we join cyber courses?
Ma'am, as I said, there are many ways to do it. First of all, if you want to join a cyber course, if you look at right now in YouTube itself, there are a lot of available free courses in cybersecurity. And also, we have shared a link here, which is learning.itexperttraining.com, where we have also bundled a lot of free courses, how to start your career in cybersecurity level 1, level 2, level 3. So they can come and learn from that. That's one thing. And also, companies like international companies like Fortinet, and also Palo Alto and EC councils, they also have a lot of free available recordings in their website. So users can just go and browse in Google, you will find it. If you have any problems, they can reach out to me through my website, cybersecurity.com. There is a Telegram group where they can approach me, so I can share all the links. For example, they can take up a network certified expert level 1, 2 certification free of cost. That's something which is amazing. You don't have to pay single rupees. Okay, and it is given from where? From Fortinet, which is one of the leading cybersecurity vendors. So that's what we want to help the students before they get into paid courses and other things. Please explore what is available free and see that are you going to will you be able to take up the course, because your parents are earning hard-earned money, right? They are struggling with COVID-19, paying your fees and other things. You don't want to become burden of attending this course and that course, paying money. But before you do anything, paid course is good. I'm not denying it, because that's what you get. But before that, there are free courses. Go and research and analyze, join there, learn. If you are happy, then you go and study some paid courses. So I can guide them. I can guide. I will send you also to the Ravia ma'am some of the website which can be shared with all the participants internally. I'm ready to help. If anyone wants some further guidance, I'm ready to do that. So I always recommend, because I have come up from studying from Sastra in engineering college from Bangalore. those days 1973, 76 batch, 93 batch pass out. We know that how difficult we used to go and pay, thousands of rupees to study programming and other things, but we never complete because of college and other things. So rather now we have created this entire IT platform so that students can come and learn many courses at free of cost in each track, web development, network. Then if they want to, if they feel that if this path is suitable for me, then go and study in any of the institute. So that's what we want to open up our mind. We don't want to do the same mistake we have done when we gone to colleges. So please, I request all the students use a lot of free material available and try to learn, then get into the next class. So that's all about me. I have said I'm in the group, so you can share it with the team.
Thank you, sir. So students and participants who are interested and have further queries, you can always get in touch with sir. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Ravia ma'am. Thank you, Helen ma'am. Thank you, Arul ma'am. Today's session comes to an end. We request all of you to join back tomorrow for the day 2 of the workshop. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, participants.
Thank you, sir.
You can leave the meeting, participants. The feedback form has been given in the YouTube chat box and in the Google Meet chat box. Kindly fill the feedback.
Helen?
Yes, yes, sir. You can close the live in another 1 minute or something, sir. If they are filling the feedback, sir. Just a minute, kudanga. Adukapra off panikonga, sir.
Thank you, Satish.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Sir, Satish sir, thank you so much.
Satish sir is going to be with us for 5 days, sir. Then we will thank him.
Yes. All the 5 days we need this type of perfect help, sir. ரொம்ப கரெக்டான டைம்க்கு உள்ள வந்தீங்க, கரெக்டா பண்ணி கொடுத்தீங்க சார். டாலி, கிருத்திகா, ஹெலன் அப்படியே இருங்க, மற்றவங்க போட்டோம்.
Yes, ma'am. We are here only, ma'am.